Good morning to all my dear students. Today we are going to start with a new topic, that is fluid friction. Yesterday we have discussed very few about friction, types of friction and what are the factors affecting friction. Today we will discuss the fluid friction, that is friction due to water and friction due to air. And one more thing we will discuss, that how friction is a necessary evil. Friction is necessary for us in which ways, or we will discuss advantages of friction in detail. Let's start our topic today. Let's start with fluid friction. First of all, before doing this topic, we must understand the meaning of fluid. Fluid includes liquid and gases both. So we will discuss about the friction due to liquids and gases. Now earlier we have studied that solid substances exert friction on solid objects moving over them. Even liquids and gases exert friction on the solid objects moving on them. So this is called fluid friction, and liquid and gases exert less friction as compared to solid surfaces, and friction exerted by fluids is known as drag. This is called drag. Now we are moving on to friction due to water. See, for example, when we are considering a person swims in water, the water opposes his motion. This is because water exerts a force of friction on swimmer in direction opposite to his motion. The spatial shape of a body or an object around which a fluid can flow, offering minimum friction, is called a streamlined shape. This is a special shape which offers minimum friction. So, the bodies of fishes are streamlined. If you want to see the shape of a streamline, then it is this type of shape. This is streamlined shape. Okay, and another. This is also streamlined shape. So these two shapes are streamlined shape. Bodies of ships, boats are made streamlined so that they experience less friction while moving through water. And so this is about the fluid friction, that is friction in water. In the next part we will discuss about the friction due to air. Air exerts the force of friction on all the objects which move through it and opposes their motion. Here we will discuss the bodies of birds. They are streamlined, so they experience least amount of friction. Similarly, bodies of aeroplanes and bullet trains are streamlined so that they experience less friction while moving through air. Now we are moving to a very important topic, that is friction is a necessary evil. Evil होता है अभिशाप. Why friction is necessary evil? Necessary evil मतलब ये एक अभिशाप है, ज़रूरी भी है और नुकसान भी करता है. कैसे? We will discuss today advantages of friction. And tomorrow we will discuss how it is disadvantageous too. So we will start with friction plays an important role in our daily life. Friction के बिना हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Like friction is useful to us when we cannot do anything without it. At the same time, it is an evil in some cases. because it results in the loss of energy, wear and tear of the surfaces. So how we can say that it's a necessary evil? First of all, we'll discuss its advantages. First, help us to walk. Without friction, we are not able to walk on the ground. Friction between our feet and the ground help us walk on the ground without slipping or falling. Next is moving of vehicles. The friction between the tires of various vehicles and the ground helps move on the ground without slipping. In tires, friction is increased by making grooves in them. Due to greater friction, the tire provides a better grip on the road, which prevents the skidding of vehicles. See beta, if I want to see the grooves, these are grooves. These helps and it prevents the vehicle from skidding, slipping, and these grooves increase the friction. Now spiked shoes. If I am talking about spiked shoes, it is the sole of the shoes are provided with certain spikes so that they can have better grip and athletes can avoid slipping. Spikes are provided in the shoes of the players and athletes to increase friction. They have better grip on the ground and prevent slipping. Writing work, you are using the practical application of friction daily. You are writing something. It is not possible without the existence of friction between the tip of the pen and the paper. Application of brakes. The brakes of car or any vehicle depend upon friction. When we apply brakes, the car stops due to the force of friction between the brake lining and the drum of the wheel. The next is lighting of a matchstick. When you strike a matchstick against the rough surface of matchbox, it catches fire. The force of friction raises the temperature of matchstick head to such an extent that the chemicals in it catch the fire, producing the flame. Next is screw and nails. It is the force of friction due to which screws and nails are held in the wooden, cardboard or wood. Now, there is one interesting fact given about the shooting stars that we call it a meteors. When they enter the atmosphere with a very high speed, they catch fire and start burning. Why? Because their speed is so high. This is because that at such a speed, the friction between the meteors and the earth atmosphere is quite high. Due to this high friction, the temperature of the meteor rises to such a high degree that they catch fire. So this is about the necessary facts that where friction is necessary. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is ways of increasing friction. How we can increase the friction? See beta, in the first topic we have discussed about the causes of friction. So how we can increase? When the roughness of the surface increases, the friction also increases. The example is the surface of the head of a matchstick and the sides of the matchbox are deliberately made rough. इनको हम rough बनाते हैं so that they can catch fire. And second, by making grooves, you can increase the friction in case of tires of bicycles, car, buses, etc. by making grooves in them. Due to greater friction, the tires get a better grip on the road and this prevents the skidding of the vehicles. So this is all about the today's topic. Tomorrow we are starting with the evil part of friction. Today we have discussed how friction is useful to us, in which form it is helping us. Tomorrow we will discuss how it is acting as an evil for us. Thank you.